Alright everybody, here we go again. Hello, this is DeGrand and we are playing Hades again. And I'm looking forward to meeting the Boatman again and having my ass kicked by Mac for a second time. That sounds like it would be fun. I actually tried to record earlier from the point where we resurrected out of the pool of blood. Had a couple conversations with some guys, like our dad, Achilles, and of course our mother, because we are good sons. But then, sadly, something crashed, so you missed these pieces of dialogue, but that's okay, that's not too bad. You didn't miss all that much. Aside from mostly just our man Zagreus and Achilles talking about how great of a warrior Achilles basically is. But we know that Achilles is a very common figure.
I'll try this one.
Oh, would you look at that? Little tip, boyo. You find any coinage while you're out there, you be sure to pawn it off to that old Chiron. Boatman guy, use it or lose it, pal. Use it or lose it.
That's quality financial advice right there.
Thanks, mate. Note to self, always spend everything I earn instead of ever saving.
You heard it here first, guys. That is how you spend your money in a responsible manner.
Time to go.
Let's go die again. I'm looking forward to this. Let's see who is waiting for us down here. We start with Bacchus, okay. I still call him Bacchus, even though the Greek counterpart is called Dionysus.
That underworld of yours places a real pit, isn't it, Zag? A shame you're stuck down there.
True.
But we are gonna get you out of there together, you and I.
Well, I hope we can make that happen. Probably not for a while, but... let's take a dash. A dash with a dot sounds nice.
Do not mess with me right now.
Please do not mess with me right now. You're big. Yeah, you can see the dot ticking on him there. And it gets stronger if I dash through him multiple times. I also use some of the darkness. If you recall, we had 72 last time. And now we have 70. I spent some points, most of them into the ability to double dash now. Which hopefully should increase our odds at survival. This feels pretty nice. Just dashing through him, applying that dot.
I warned you.
Each time the prince delves back into the underworld, its ever-shifting chambers realign to frustrate his attempts to maybe map it out.
Built to ensure no one gets out. We'll see about that.
He is wrong on one thing. I am absolutely not frustrated. I enjoy this. I like ever-changing challenges. Say that 10 times in a row. Ever-changing challenges. And there he goes. There's the next one. And there was the next one. So... I was of course watching my own recording because I really wanted to get an idea for how I sound, how I look, how everything went. And I actually had a super frustrating experience because when I first uploaded it, the whole recording was terrible. Like, hello again 360p kind of terrible.
I'll take that.
And I wasn't too thrilled about that, and I tried all sorts of things to get some better recording quality out of it. Just so that people watching these actually get some enjoyment out of that. Then I got frustrated, left the house and did something else just to get my head a bit eased out, getting a fresh breath of air in so I can maybe try out some new ideas. And when I came back in,
Do your worst.
check the video again, it just was okay. It was available in all the different formats, looked very nice, much better than I expected it would actually, and yeah, I had no idea what was causing it.
Strength of the centaurs.
So, while initially being frustrated about it, I can't be all that mad, because if there's one thing I enjoy in life, it's problems that solve themselves. Problems that demand a solution that I have to come up with beforehand are of course also nice, but hey, if a problem solves itself, I'm not the one to complain. So, only thing I think is able to be improved is the sound design. I asked some friends to watch the video. I wanted to hear their opinions as well. They said that the in-game sound was a bit silent. I should tune it up, which I did, and I hope that the recording ends up being a bit better. So we get even more health. I enjoy that quite a bit.
Brimstones.
Another thing I really want to work out is the sound of my voice, actually. I find that it still sounds a bit mechanical, but then again, I'm not really using a quality mic, so that probably may end up being a factor regarding that. But aside from that, yeah, I'm really positive about how that went, and I'm looking forward to using today, it's Sunday today, to get a lot more recordings in. So, we don't have all that much money, and Chiron probably has nothing for us, which we can reasonably afford. So let's just take some life in here and move on to get more darkness, which we can use to long-term improve ourselves. Oh yeah, good thing I killed that one fast, because these are the worst. They just throw out all these little red things and they explode when you walk through them. And they have no remorse. They just keep spamming them until the entire room is full of them. Oh. The only good thing I have to say about these is that they are super squishy. But of course, then you remember that armor exists in this game. So having to deal with these can end up being super painful in some rooms. There he is. And there he goes. 20 darkness, very nice. And here we have Poseidon waiting for us. Let's not keep him waiting. I hope he has something good in store for us. Oh man.
You and me.
I think the last time we saw these, we had a slightly better run. But let us not be stopped because of that. Let's also not get stopped by explosions. I really hate this room lineup because they are able to jump around rather freely, and just trying to keep up with them is a pain. Again, that worked out rather nicely. That didn't. We're still in here. Oh yeah, as I told earlier, I tried some things to improve recording quality. I believe these are still in place, which is probably the explanation as for why the game is running a bit framey for me right now. But I think we can make some... we can do something to improve that in the future.
Number 2. It's got to be. Then, in the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
Hook me up, Uncle.
Ahoy there, little Hades. You recognize your uncle, do you not? We've a lot of catching up to do, but first things first. You get yourself out of that dour underworld. As for me, I'll see if I can stir things up a bit to cover your advance.
Mighty kind of you, Uncle Poseidon. So... is it just me, or does he look rather flamboyant as well? Just look at that beard and that hair. Well, at the very least, he seems to have aged a bit better than his siblings. And, oh, this actually looks very good. We can improve our attack and make it knock foes away. Or we can make our special deal more damage, or get a random assortment of items, which I'm not that interested in. Let's, for now... which one of these to take? I actually think we take the special, because it seems to be an overall better damage increase.
Power of the seas should be of help.
Let's look how it looks. Hey, that's nice. So, do we want more darkness, or do we want another key? I think we go with the key, because there are a lot of things I want to unlock with these. And there we have enemies with armor waiting for us. Oh yeah, that's a lot of damage. I really miss my Athena boots, because being able to reflect a lot of damage is just the greatest. There we go.
What do we have here?
Got the key. Proceed. Getting a palm to improve something we can and do.
Alright, who's next?
Oh yeah, that's good. If you have a good special with your sword, if you can use it supernova with any kind of improvement, these wounds with all the numbskulls feel super satisfying because you can just kill them by the dozen.
That's everyone.
That's everyone, and now we can improve our special damage even further, which is nice. Could also make our dash tick a bit higher, but I think I really want this.
They must have lots of these upon Olympus.
And we can get another one right here. Something else? No? Good.
Wretches.
There he goes. There's his brother. There was his brother. Oh yeah, that's good. So I can make a lot of enemies just knock into the traps. I saw it and I immediately had to react before I could even finish the sentence. They just lined up there perfectly just so I can knock them into the traps to get them out. Him as well. Oh, he died anyway. Oh. I mentioned these jokers before, I think. And there they are. With armor, just because I can kill them a bit harder. Knocked him into a trap as well and dealt with that problem. So, this is of course our main damage dealer right now, so I gladly improve it by another 17%, don't mind if I do. And we can get more darkness, or this thing, and there's a trophy here. We don't have all that much money, but I want it. Let's take it.
Transgressions are not tolerated.
You are not tolerated. That was good. Oh, he got us. He's the best.
Blood
90
and
coins out of
darkness.
100. That is very nice. Very, very good. Let's hope that we can find a shop to make something out of all that money, because we just learned today, spend all your money quick and unresponsibly. So much armor on these guys. And these pink crystal things, I believe they are called brimstones. Fire and brimstone, they just shoot lasers and are super annoying because of that. But they are also fairly squishy, so taking that out first is very, very highly advised.
Someone back home would practically die for this stuff.
Oh yeah. Probably doesn't matter whether it's mortals or drones, everyone loves himself some alcohol, some fancy drinks. Me, not so much actually. I'm not one who gets a lot of enjoyment out of alcohol. Never have been drunk in my life, do not intend to start with that. For one, because I really enjoy to be sober. I love to be mentally prepared, but also because I just don't like the taste of alcohol. I believe it's one of these acquired tastes. Okay, let's cool it with all the damage here. I believe it's one of these acquired tastes that you really have to suffer for before you can actually get some enjoyment out of them. And yeah, I never saw much reason in actually going through all of that when I'm not even liking the after effects. Got a sizable amount of keys, and we meet our cousin Bacchus again. Get used to it, I will call him Bacchus a lot, even though he's called Dionysus in this game. The other game that I mentioned last time, but sure not names to blame for that. The man of partying and alcohol was very prominent in there, but it was his Roman counterpart again, similar as with Nyx and Nox. For the most part, being real, Greek and Roman mythologies are, at least when it comes to their figures, interchangeable. You do not lose a lot if you just call them by their different names. Most of the time, people know anyway whom you are referring to. Okay, so this isn't the place I want to be. Thanks.
Didn't think so.
Hook me up. Getting another attack, taking less damage while below. So I'm at 10 health right now, and situation looks dire, so I feel like this might actually be the play, so let's take it.
Strong stuff.
And hope that it will keep me up for a bit. Oh, there's a shop. A shop or Poseidon. I take the shop because there can be health in there. And I believe that will be the last shop before we find Mac again. Oh yeah, he has a lot of health in here. We take all of that.
Here's the fee.
More max health. Restore something. We are at 100 again. And we can take some more darkness for later. Yeah, he's as eloquent as always.
Fine day to you as well there, mate. Now let's have a look at your supply, shall we?
Yeah, I already bought out his supply. He has nothing left in store for us.
Must have slept.
So, alright. Let's meet Mac again and hope that she will treat us a bit nicer than last time.
Oh no.
Ever stubborn, aren't you?
Oh yeah,
Maybe
absolutely.
my whip might make you reconsider whatever it is that you're attempting here.
It will probably do the exact opposite.
Your whip's not been all that persuasive in the past.
It hasn't.
Maybe persistence will pay off for both of us. Come then.
I hate that we have to meet like that, Mac. Hey, stay here.
I'll make you hurt.
Oh yeah, it's good that we were able to get some health out of Ron. Because Mac hits as hard as always. So do we, which is very good, but... Mac also has a much greater health pool to make up for that.
Look out below.
Thanks for the advice. Then look out below there. Oh yeah, the game feels super framey for me. I really have to do something about my settings afterwards. Now she's impervious for a while. No, she isn't anymore. Took out that caster. Oh wow, the game is so framey. I'm super sure my recording software is to blame for that. Also all the enemies on the screen. Oh wow, this is the worst. This is the worst. Also we are dying. I just realized that. We are basically 2 hits away, I would say. 2 to 3 hits. Depending on who hits us.
Don't miss.
Pretty much 1 to 2 hits now. 2 hits from the casters. 1 hit from the big guy. Oh, oh, oh. There we go.
I finally got you.
You finally got me. You got me there and you got me good.
I'll get you for that, Meg.
Oh yeah, I will. Eventually, I will. Alright, I call it a stop here. Try to do something about my recording. Maybe it looks better on the recording than it has been in-game. I heard some things like that can happen. I doubt it, but we can hope for the best, right? Anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Looking forward to that. And yeah, goodbye everybody.